better.
Do you know what I just thought? Yeah, but you can't even need a screen. Yeah, that is better. Moves.
The light just needs to be on us, though, like,
Yeah.
to show it, like, to
The light up our face, yeah. You can always change the setting as well, like that.
As long as I can see the majority of the screen, mate, so
Yeah.
you can show what you need to show, do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, so might as well go back to that then. Right, we'll leave it at that. Yeah, that's right. Is it recording?
it's actually recording now, yeah.
Yeah, so anyways, hi, thank you for tuning in, guys. This is the Unity Blueprint, and today we're going to be talking about Football Sky AI and what we can do with Grassroots Academies. And this is Damian. He's also a coach, and FA verified. Coach for Pickering Football Club, is it? In locally.
FC. Local grassroots team.
Nice.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, welcome, mate. Always a pleasure. So tell me about your team. Just tell me about like how what happens, like what's the structure? Does anyone get signed or anyone gets recognized? I just need more information about it.
Well, if I could give you some background about our club specifically,
Yeah.
like we started in 2024 in
Right.
June, so we've only been going a year and a half. We started off with 4 teams and we've risen to a 6-team club now.
Oh wow.
Across the ages of, it's between under 9s to under 15s we've got teams.
Right. Okay.
I mean, obviously, grassroots football, a lot of it is mainly about the kids having fun and,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? That's the main side of things, because obviously when you look at grassroots, if you look at football, like, hence why you've made something like this.
Yeah.
There isn't really a lot of opportunities for them to get out there, so it's more of a club for them to feel like they're part of something.
Yeah.
You know, it's to help them build socially. It's nowadays, you don't see kids out and stuff nowadays.
That is true, and obviously you don't want to really break that, because that is quite important. I think it's also like quite important in the sense of like, especially nowadays with technology and that team bonding and being out there on the field and being like in the sports. I see that as important. But also the thing is, why I was building this is actually started with remember that call you gave me about being an assistant coach review, and saying I was trying to get some volunteer time. So what I did, obviously, I also had applied for a job at Hull City. They were looking for a scout, and they basically offered me a freelance scout, and I think they offered me the freelance scout, and they gave me a software basically that were like, I think it was called, don't really want to say their names, but what's it called? But I think I missed the deadline. But I was too much into building my AI systems. But when it came to December and Man United was just awful, basically, I had that scout thing in my head, because I got this obviously, about the photographic memory thing, and it's basically, I had that in my head. So and I was like, wait, that was quite difficult to look, and I was like, what can I do like to make it easier and stuff like that. And then I just started building this, and it basically, what it does is it gives us the opportunity to not just be like, say for example, if you're going to be it's hard to get in the Premier League, we know that. Championship is obviously the next thing. I was watching some guys on YouTube getting them up to like Championship, but the way they were standing there and like giving the talks, it's like, not really motivating them, and they were basically saying, everyone wants to be a footballer, it's the best job in the world, stuff like that. But they didn't say it with any enthusiasm. It felt like wasn't really up there, because it felt like there was a saying to them, because they know there's no opportunity there, basically. And it's like, it's either you go Championship or you go Premier League, or you just stay and you get a job and you basically be a Sunday League team. Yeah. But with Football Sky AI, what my plan is like to give opportunity in terms of like, there's other leagues out there.
Grassroots
yes,
players,
especially grassroots players, because it's like to go out there And like say for example, if you can't make it in the first team over here, what if you can make it in the first team in French league, for example, and like the Dutch league, or even like MLS, or even like Saudi Pro now, like the world's, or even Australia if it goes there. But you can actually be a professional footballer anywhere you want now, and especially with this, you just all you got to do is just you register up there. Everything has to be safeguarded first, obviously, of course, with the FA verified, especially mainly, and so obviously can't show the database, but like look, if you stay over here, it just shows like the players that I was trying to get in were not grassroots, basically. Well, was grassroots, but then it shows the players that are registered. You know, like we got Lagos, we got Sao Paulo, got Buenos Aires, and you even got Doha, and even Paris, and Amsterdam. But there's no one registered from the UK. So I basically was like, right, something's not right here. So I was like, right, I need to create a separate tab now dedicated to, and then set up a automated AI system to target like to basically not target that, basically grassroots players. So look, it just shows Germany, USA, Brazil, Spain, yeah, Australia. So I was like, right, let's just go up here and then click that. And we got it. So got like targeting like Newcastle, Hull, obviously mainly because we based in Hull, so we want to start off from home first, start local first, and just work our way around. But these are the heat maps basically. It just shows like London's already got it pretty much, Manchester pretty much got it, but like the blue maps, that just shows where all there's hidden talent there, and they're not getting. That's where there's probably talent there that's not getting recognised as much. But I've seen them doing some work in Birmingham, so I've actually seen some work, been having to now done my research on that. But it's just it's mad to think that with football being such a great sport, and I remember seeing I was
so limited.
I was so bad at football. I was probably like always B team or like goalkeeper, and like never made, but I always had players or friends who was always class players, and who I even had my cousin growing up. He was world class, and he basically had I think he could have been like one of the greatest players, but at the time when he was like growing up, he got scouted by Fulham, and he just felt like he's Pakistani. He's not gonna. He has no chance. And man, if I could look back, I could be like, you're a sim, man. You just like imagine.
Fight for what you want, man, at the end of the day. But like you say as well, it's the opportunity side of things. I mean, obviously, when your cousin was looking at me, it might have been a bit of a different time.
It was a different time. Yeah, it's like same age as me. Yeah, but there's a lot more opportunity now. I've seen they're doing like something for. South Asia, and the FA. I've seen the FA is doing some work basically with inclusiveness and everything, which is actually great.
You see, that's another thing. That could be a whole another conversation, because it's just they promote it all, but there isn't enough in the actual communities locally themselves. And I'm not just talking about Hull, I'm talking about everywhere. When you look on the Facebook pages, on the groups, etc., what people are saying, like Lincolnshire, etc., you look in all the groups, it's all the same stuff, like for example, we've had 6 games cancelled
really
this year, so far, due to the weather,
Oh, what you like to match basically the pitch logs and stuff like that?
Yeah, so the pitches they've deemed the pitches not playable, but I mean, like 5 out of the 6 weeks that have been postponed, they have been playable, and it's like, obviously it's the councils obviously decide, unless you're on a private field, it's councils that decide, especially for kids, because it's all done through the council. If you're on a public field, you get it rent free, etc. Adults, it's a lot different, you know what I mean? But for kids as well, to be missing out on so much when it's a winter sport, and they're missing out on so much, which is then reducing their opportunity as well, because they aren't getting the names out there. It'll come to the end of the season where games won't get played, you know, a team might need 3 points for promotion. They might have 3 games in hand, but then they might not get played because it might come to the end of the season where you're not allowed past a certain date, you know. And
oh, really?
yeah, so there's a lot of that, and like I say, like I'm not saying it's the FA's fault or council's fault, but there does need to be some more work and funding in there from the councils themselves, locally, etc., to provide these kids with the opportunity to actually just play rather than them being stuck in at home on the games or, you know, getting up to mischief, etc. You know, that's if they go out nowadays, like, but you know, kids either go out, but yeah, I mean, that reduces the opportunities for them as well, so it's a big, you know what I mean, like, especially for it to be a winter sport, you know, you've got to expect this sort of weather, like,
I think
there should be more work put in, so
I don't know how they got rid of goals, like, it was just there, and they got rid of that. Don't know why, because I don't know what they're doing there now. But
it's like the 3G pitches as well, like, I mean, obviously they're great, obviously for all weather.
Yeah.
But for like grassroots clubs, especially ones that maybe just starting out or, you know, which haven't really got.
What are you on about, like the Brough where you guys are?
No, like 3G pitches. So like university have the all weather pitches.
Yeah.
So it's the the little rubber balls in the plastic.
Oh yeah,
and stuff, you know what I mean?
They're pretty much like goals. Yeah.
Yeah, like, so obviously you get them pitches, but like they're not affordable really for grassroots teams. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're only really affordable for obviously
private, basically.
Private teams, which are privately run and have funding and stuff. You know, like if you're a new grassroots team starting out and you're needing to play your games or train, etc., you're looking at. I mean, training alone that can be thousands.
What?
You know, depending on how many teams you've got, etc.
What about like equipment and stuff like that?
Well, that's on top of everything. You know, it's like, I mean, there is funding for it, but the funding as well, that can be quite hard to access sometimes because you've got to hit certain criteria, and you know. I
think I might actually know someone, or actually might now. I might know someone basically, I don't want to say, but I might know someone actually who might be able to help with that basically in terms of that gatekeeping funding. And I'll look into that.
I don't just mean for us, I mean in general, you know, like the grassroots community, these are the problems.
I mean, but you've come on my show for the first time, so obviously I'll look into that, mate. But what I was going to say, tell me about Pickering Football Club. Like.
Yeah, so like I say, it was founded in 2024, we started out with 4 teams. We took over from like Archon Rangers, like that sort of folded, and we went into Pickering. I won't go into that.
Right. You can do.
No, I won't go into that. That's another story.
Oh, there's another story behind.
That, like I say, that's a different conversation. But we went from Archon and it went to Pickering FC. We folded Archon. Reason being because we took over halfway through the season as Archon, so we just wanted the kids to finish the season, and then that's when we changed over. Since then we've grown to a 17 club. We've got 1 team starting for next season, and we've got another 2 teams that have just joined us over the Christmas period. Yeah. So we've gone up to six operating teams and 1 setting up for September, possibly another team coming over. So in the space of like 2 years we've doubled in size. Do you know, and it just shows how much demand there is out there. And kids to be out doing social activities, etc.
I think the great thing about England, especially UK, is football, is sports basically, and like the growth in it, and it's like all about. And one thing I've not seen any other city, they probably do have it within the community, but one thing I experienced about in Hull, especially and East Riding, is community and how the community comes together over here, and this is why I ended up like choosing Hull over like obviously I could have called home basically. And so it's like it's got that community feel about it, and I'm sure get word out. Someone in the community will definitely support. But in terms of like now, in terms of like the star players, because I can't think of any like star players that've been homegrown from Hull that have actually like Dan James is like basically was obviously, but he's pretty much different or Leeds. He's Welsh, but I think he came
through Leeds Academy, I believe.
Leeds Academy, that's right.
I believe, I'm not 100% sure.
Who would Maguire? Where's he from? He's from he was in Hull, wasn't he?
He played for us, but he didn't grow through Hull. Jacob Greaves is an homegrown lad.
Jacob Greaves.
Ipswich.
Right.
Yeah, he's homegrown. Like lived, born in Hull, lived in Hull, gone through the Hull Academy, you know.
Right.
He's probably the latest homegrown lad I can think of.
What's his name again, sorry?
Jacob Greaves is the defender.
Jacob Greaves. Right, I see Jacob Greaves. You know what, it'd be nice to have you on here to have a little chat, because I think you could probably be making that difference and be a role model for the next future generation, obviously, in Hull. Yeah, why not?
But yeah, I mean, he's the last one that I can think of what's come from homegrown locally.
I remember, like, when it was a rescue, we won that VIP thing for West Ham and West Brom versus Hull, the VIP box. I think there was 8 of us there. And I just remember, I was only there, I was buzzing because Steve Bruce was the manager of West Brom, and I was like, come on, Steve Bruce, he won us our first ever, that's how old I am, by the way. He won us our first ever Premier League from the first time I started watching when I was 4 years old. It was his header as well. And yeah, he was probably like one of the reasons. Well, Eric Cantona obviously was one of the reasons I started watching support Man United. But that winning goals, that last two, was like seeing Man United lift that trophy just was set off basically the rest of it. But I mean, there was a little blip in my life where basically my friend tried to convince me to be a Liverpool fan, and I was like, yeah, Michael Owen's great, Michael is great. For like 6-7 months, I thought, yeah, but then I actually was like, nah, good thing 98 and 99 came in me.
Switching when you want.
Nah, I didn't actually. It's just basically, I was a kid, I didn't really know. But I chose my team. But the good thing is Michael Owen became a Man United legend when he scored that goal in Derby. But yeah, but it would be great. Like, so like even like with. Yeah, do you know what? It is a hard reach. It is a hard project. Like, you know what? It is optimistic. It is ambitious. But if we're going to try, you might as well try it, innit? Like, there's no harm in trying it because, yeah, I've also done this basically based on Safeguarding First. So Safeguarding First, intelligent platform for managers, agents, scouts, and fans. And if you are going to register players on there, you have to be either your coach. Like, say for example, you were to register a player because they're going to be underage, you'd have to be, obviously you got your FA. What qualification have you got? What do you need, base? What are the requirements?
For voluntary grassroots work, you need your DBS, obviously.
Yeah.
With working with kids, you need the safeguarding for children.
Yeah.
You need the introduction to first aid, and you need the introduction to coaching. That's like your basic levels. That's all professional coaches will have them. Obviously, if they're working with kids, they'll have the DBS part, etc.
Yeah.
But all professional coaches will have them, and then you move on to do your UEFA C, BA.
It's the same. Yeah, it's the same as education as well. So, but yeah, so basically what I would say is it would be the coaches, but obviously you'd have to obviously get the parents' obviously permission, and that's how it'll basically work like that. And yeah, it's basically simple forward. I'll just whiz through it. Just go. So that's the dashboard. So you get your live match analysis. So that's when you put the players in and you see where to track them basically in terms of the live match. And over here you get your AI anomaly detector. I can't show everything due to safeguarding purposes, obviously. So here's your recruitment hub, for example. You get your run recruitment, and you get your squad depth as well. You can analyze squad, and you get scouting briefs as well, and scenario simulator as well. So this is like the Youth Academy Scout. So you put your you enter the attributes here, and you can scan for it for a talent basically within your database, or within the database if you are in that level of membership basically. And yeah, so you get your academy monitor rankings, and you get scouting briefs as well. So where did I miss over here? Did I go to that? So yeah, here. So
club-wise, who has accessibility to look at all this? And
so basically, the way it works, each club, it's like a tool basically, a platform. For example, you just use it, and in what your club basically has your own data, and if you obviously you pay for the likes if you want more data for other players and stuff like that. So like say for example, if you want to recruit a player for your team, like transfer window for example, and I don't know how it works. Actually, no, that's a good question. How does grassroots transfer windows work?
Grassroots isn't like obviously professional. I
Yeah.
mean, grassroots, if the player's playing for another team already, you have to request a transfer to the other team.
Right.
Make sure subs and kits, or unless you pay for the kits outright, your kits are returned as well.
Yeah.
You know, so all your subs are up to date, right up until the point where they leave, and then their coach has then got to email the league to let them know that the player's okay to leave, and then we've got to submit the application for them to register for our.
But could also work in terms of like the players that are just playing and kicking balls in the street. Like, do you know what? I'm looking for the next Wayne Rooney. I'm looking for like the next.
With that side of things, if they're unregistered, you just register them to your team.
Yeah, and get basically. So this would basically be for that. So for example, you're looking for a player in the area, and you can go on this app, and if he's registered, he'll be there. It's that easy. So Sky Network is there.
So if they're not part of a club, would it be the parents that'd have to go on and register?
It'll be the parents that would have to register, yeah. That's just basically, so it's basically giving them an opportunity as well, because, yeah, you never know, because I didn't like hockey, but for some reason I was like the star player when I was in high school. But I love football. But imagine I could have been like a great football player for India. I mean, come on, like I could have been a great footballer. I could have probably been a great footballer, like in a different country.
Footballers do look professionals, don't they? They declare themselves for one country, then they go and declare themselves for the home. Origin country, you know, wherever they come from, etc.
Yeah, it's like where you can be, where if you're not getting an opportunity, for example, over here, like Premier League is hard. So if you're not, it's competitive, basically, I would say. And if you're not getting it over here, then you basically close that for now. Well, basically, you basically can go to other leagues. There are other leagues out there, and there are other opportunities out there, like MLS, for example, is like
it is growing.
It's growing. It meant like what the work that David Beckham's doing there is great. I mean, Beck's mate. I would love to have you on here, mate. Like, that would be like a dream. But do you know what I always think? That, do you know my let me just try and see if you can see the mascot, the logo basically. Just can't zoom in on it. Yeah. Yes, I can. Hey, now imagine I saw. Why am I holding that? I saw a Go Compare advert, and it was Ian Wright on it, and he had his tash on there like a little thing, and he just did it, and I was like, mate, Ian, what are you doing, mate? Like, that is you, mate. Like, come on, Ian. Like, that is you, mate. Like, Football Sky AI is Ian Wright. Come on, like I could not see, like, as much as I'm a Man United fan, and most of my family are Arsenal fans, so it hurts me even doing this or saying it, but I could not picture, like, the way my vision works, like, when I see something and it's just right, and it fits right, and it's like, oh no. So I did this picture.
When I'm right, I'm right.
Yeah, when I'm right.
Wrong. It makes me right.
Yeah, mate, when have I been wrong? I'm waiting for someone to tell me when I've been wrong, because I've been the one having to prove people right, and that's what fuels me. It's like, yeah. Right, so I'm going to show you what I did just for Ian Wright, like, as in, like, for the logo, for, like, just opt him up a bit. Whoops. That's because it's going through. It's going through. I didn't put the link. I thought it's because it's going on Google Play soon, yeah. Oh, it is because of that. Right, we'll do this one. Right. Oh, right, yeah, it is because it's moved to Google Play. Yes, it's working written in. But anyways, if you go into footballskyai.com, it's going to be on Google Play soon. There's a new logo and mascot there, or I'll post it soon. But Ian Wright basically would be perfect. I don't see anyone like. I mean, Rio Ferdinand's voice as well is quite good as well. Yeah, I'd say. But it's just the hat, the glasses, the tash, mate. He just has it, mate. He's got that wow factor, mate. Like, yeah.
About getting people on now.
No, it's not really, mate. I'm just like, literally, all I'm thinking about is like, is just that's all I saw. That's literally all I saw. But yeah, anyways. Next, I wish I had some Coca-Cola over here because because I would love to be sponsored them for the World Cup as well. But yeah, also big shout out to InScout as well because for the rating they gave me for this. So they actually got a good safeguarding system as well. I hope you don't mind me showing it, but like I just showed the front page. But yeah, quite there. So
when you set the profile up, how do you put in like?
So basically, it is all done on another system, which I basically haven't got up right now, and don't really want to open that up right now. But basically, what it is,
Right.
that because I'm logged in.
Here, look. That's what I was asking for.
What?
All that information there, what you had up on that last page.
Oh right, this one, or this one.
The last page you had on, just before this one.
That subscription.
No.
This one? Oh, safeguarding.
No. It had all the information like player name, etc.
That one.
Like it showed you what.
Oh, that one. Oh, team chat.
I don't know. You've just had it up.
Is it this? Yeah. This is the.
It had player name. Et
Oh,
cetera,
right.
Position, key attributes.
Right. Strategy. Probably. Oh no, rotation. Well, you know about
I
the.
don't know, you literally had it up before you clicked off the page.
Is this one? Oh, and that's it.
Oh, there we go.
Right here, yeah. So yeah.
Right, so this is where. So that's what the scout would be.
So like you put the player's name in. Let's just go with what's on here, yeah. So obviously I can't use. I might have to use.
Truth Joe Blocks.
Who's that?
Just a made up name.
No, it can't. It has to be a thingy name, but it's fine. We use that because if you are sponsored by Meta, then yeah, it's fine. Because this is actually also available on VR as well, and is compatible with the metaverse as well, which is actually going to be awesome.
I just said Joe Blocks because I just wanted to see the process of how they'd search, what they look for.
Yeah, so you just type it like that. What I'll do is we'll skip that and see what it comes with. It is also in the verge of merging to Google, so Google Play Store. So let me just try. This is the offline version, by the way. Right, let me go to. I know what to do here. Basically, you build it up. So you got to start off from here. So when you get your recruitment, it starts from here. Right, so you got your AI agent. So you start run recruitment. Pick a team. So you mark that. For example, Pauline over there. And you see monitor. You got transfer targets. And you then find transfer targets. Position needs, say you want a striker. A budget about 50. And got max age 26. Yeah, just do right. Finisher, striker. Sure. And what would you call it? A poacher.
Poacher, target man.
Oh. Anyways. It does work, but it's because at the same time we're going through a transition right now. I can even show you that as evidence, but because this is just the offline version.
No, it's going on Google Play because I downloaded it on my phone.
Huh?
No, it's on Google Play now, isn't it?
Is it on Google Play?
Well, I've downloaded it.
Oh no, but I think it's because you were. I think I put you down to test it, but let me see. Actually, because I've been waiting for that for a long time. It took me a long time. It's taken a long time. And when did I start doing it? Last week, wasn't it? When I started the process, yeah.
It's been a few weeks now.
Well, no, not the app. I mean, for Google Play. It's been like 2 weeks, yeah. Well, yeah, I think it's. I think trying to do too many things at the same time is also not easy. Not stamps. Right. Yeah, it's on there. Started rollout at 100%. Okay. 5th of February.
6 days. Seems longer than that.
Yeah, but I can't find it on the app. On Google Play. Let's go on Google Play. Right, anyways, let's just carry on talking. I'll worry about that another time because I'll end up getting distracted and just like get lost in my phone, for example. Yeah, so it does all work, and it's just basically because this is offline at the moment. It's because it's on my laptop. I basically put the offline version for safeguarding purposes. But it just shows when you do input the data in, it will work offline to your data basically. So it doesn't have to the AI system does not have to go and dig into online basically or web search, for example, or even do any data breaches or anything like that. So it's basically fully data protected. And yes, as you can see down there, we do have a data processing agreement. You get safeguarding standards. You get a company safeguarding statement as well. You get a safeguarding badge. So there is a course as well, which you can do, which also is good as well for the youth basically as well to do the course because it shows you the codes, the skeleton on how to actually navigate Football Scout AI, and also if they would like to go on to build their own innovation or to even build it for example for FIFA themselves for EA Sports. Yeah, it's there.
It's all
so it's there. So it comes with 9 modules. Let me see if I can actually go to that. Yeah, that'd be good. So this is the tree of AI educators, education framework in here. Called the LESA Institute, fully non-profit charitable organization. I know, I was about to say, why is it not on there? What's going on? Why are you looking at it?
Yeah, I'm looking away.
No, you're not.
I am.
You're looking right at TV.
I can't.
Hey.
I was looking down there.
Oh, they're just that.
Turn this way. I've got a bad neck.
I can't even see if I did that right now. Oh, I see. Right. Do you know what? Try another way.
It doesn't really matter anyway. You recorded your password on there.
No, I haven't. I'll put it wrong anyways. Because, anyways, I'll just that. 1 minute are we on? 34, right, yeah, good, yeah. It's fine. Right, we know we got a cutscene now. Right. Right, take a break because press pause or something. Right. Yeah, so anyways, we found the page we had a little break and that's why it looks like there's a little jump, but yeah, so this is what I was on about for Ian Wright. So this is this is just that's
modelled after him.
That's modelled after him. Look at the hat, the glasses,
the detail,
yeah, the tash basically. Yeah, it's better than that go compare task. Come on. Come on, Ian. Even I know you work better than that, mate. But yeah, get in touch, mate. We'll talk. Yeah. So, anyways, let's go back to what we actually, what we're here for, and what Damian's here to visit and talk about really, and that's mainly to do with Grassroots Academies and what we can, what.
Yeah.
Basically, what I need to learn more about it. So that's why I'm actually.
Well, basically, Grassroots, how that works, that's your Sunday league. So, like, they all play the matches on a Sunday, train through the week, etc. I mean, depending on the age group and the number of teams each club's got, etc. Like, for example, like the lads I coached, they had 7 divisions in their league last year.
Yeah.
There's 5 divisions now because there's that many teams that have folded, etc.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's what I was talking about, and like the decline and the accessibility for Grassroots and the affordability, you know, before the break. Like, that's a lot. That's part of the struggles.
What about the transfer targets, for example? Like, who gets to pick, and like what teams would actually like?
Like say Grassroots football, ain't really like. It's not like professional where you see a decent kid from another team, you go try and get him, etc. to try and strengthen your squad. You know what I mean? It's about coaching and developing.
Yeah.
You know, so obviously, like, I mean, if players want to leave and come to you, then that's up to them. But there is like a poaching policy involved from the FA. So
that's interesting.
So you can't just go and take some teams' best players, etc. I mean, obviously, if they're wanting to move and stuff, they can, you know.
So how does that work, actually?
Well, obviously, you've got to approach the coach.
Yeah, of course.
You
So
know?
there's like a procedure, basically, you have to follow.
Like, you've got to approach the coach, like, look, like, obviously, you're interested in, obviously, his player, is he happy, etc., you know, like...
But even if he wants to, like, see, like, him being a star, basically, and if he gets, if he gets scouted or recognised, basically, like, I think there's like a player, like obviously you can't say his name, but I think you said about your midfielder or your captain. Who's your?
We've got a couple of kids in the club, which, when you look at them naturally, you can say that they are natural born footballers. Do you know what I mean? But obviously, like I say, it comes down again to the opportunity side of things, what they get. I mean, but my captain, he'd never played Sunday League football before, but he's obviously played football. You can tell he's played football, and he just had that natural ability when he come into the team. He just, you know, he just took off like as a leader. Like involved the rest of his team, etc. Do you know what I mean? That's what a lot of scouts and that look for. Do you know, it's like, can they be part of a team? Have they got a good work ethic? You know, even though the kids.
What's his long ball passing like?
It's good.
Yeah, post goals. Next post goals, is it now?
Maybe.
I mean, if he was given the right opportunity and the right training.
I mean, at the end of the day, one of the other issues that you have with Grassroots is it's voluntary.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, like, unless coaches and people can take the times out of the days and actually be there like full time and stuff. Obviously, like, I mean, we train twice a week. Normally, we've reduced it at the minute because of the dark nights, but we do normally train twice a week. Most clubs only train once a week. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So there's that side of things. They're not getting enough training. They're not getting enough development to actually progress where they want to be. When you look at it, about 95% of Grassroots players, no disrespect, I mean, some of them might be stars, etc., but they just won't go anywhere because of the opportunity. What's not there, do you know?
So, like you said about like how it's like you need someone there and stuff like that, but with Football Sky AI, for example, that scout basically does not have to be there. If you register, for example, the players and stuff like that on the app, and the scout has the app as well, it basically, you would actually see it, so the stats would actually be there, and it basically be verified as well, and in that way, if it would actually get put on a stage, so you get a local lad, for example. This is the dream basically. This is a local lad, for example, going gets recognised on Football Sky AI, and while the top leagues, for example, or like a top manager is basically looking for a type of player who's like a box-to-box midfielder, blah blah, and it's not in his academy or it's not in the first academy. And that's but he's at.
It's not a name what they've
It's
had.
not a name what
due
they've had.
to
It's like
the
a
process.
it's like an underdog basically. This is for the underdog. This is for like the next Chicharito. Rooney was looked at like that, mate. He was a street footballer.
Yeah,
He
true.
didn't even play professional football. Like, he was literally a street footballer, and that is what this is about. It's literally that, giving that opportunity. You're going to be on a platform where the big stars are going to see you. You're not just being. It's not just biased to being in a certain league or something like that. You basically, it's there. The platform is there to get yourself on there. Basically,
Like, if we look at the opportunity in grassroots, like I say, it is declining. I say personally, I think it's declining for kids football due to the problems that we've had. But then when you look at the opportunities as well, 9 times out of 10 it's your academies which play Saturday League, which are obviously like Humber Premier League, etc. You know, you've got your academies which have the top players in from Sunday League what play for them. You know, so you're looking at Div 1 and Div 2 players out of Sunday League,
right,
which tend to get the opportunities because they're in the academies, etc. But sometimes you might have, like for us being a new club, for example, you might have another club or team like in that position, which are a brand new team, brand new club, have to start off in the bottom league, but they could have some potential future stars in there, do you know, because it's a brand new team and the kids have come
no one will see them, basically.
Yeah,
but,
you know.
And then you're talking about that. I remember when I was in school, and there was a player in our class, and his name was Adil, and he was basically like a star player, but I guarantee if he was seen by someone else, or like even like he had like for example, Football Sky app, even the app where he could be recognized from anywhere in the world, he would have probably gotten on to be pro. Like, we never know, because he was that great. But yeah, it's just crazy, because now we have the technology, we have the system, but obviously we are using it responsibly and ethically, and and safeguarding first, obviously, with our AI solutions. And that is why it's literally opened the gates. But to be honest, I did not, I'll be honest, I'll be humble by it, I did not have this intention when I first started. My intention was like, right, I need to get a right midfielder and a defender for Man United or something. like
trying to help Man U out.
Yeah, it was literally like, yeah, but it's like, but then when I started doing it, and then I'm obviously, I also work, I did done that tree of AI education, so I ended up working with creating for SEND education students, and it all became about safeguarding first solution, basically, and it basically became I wanted to give SEND students an opportunity, basically, in education, so giving them a fair opportunity, and now it's giving players, footballers, an opportunity, because with the Football Sky AI, what we'll do as well, we'll be giving courses as well for free on there. For the players, for the users as well. We'll happily do that for the users, for Grassroots Academies especially.
SEND football is another thing what's growing and becoming more made aware of as well. You know, obviously neurodiverse children, etc. You know, this is what I was saying about. It's not.
I mean, I was probably bad at football because of my ADHD.
It's not an issue.
Yeah.
But it can be a problem, as like I said, we're volunteers. You know, we don't have that training, that background to be able to deal with kids like that. You know, and however they need dealing with whatever their SEND problems are. Coaches don't have that ability unless you're a teacher and you've gone and done that course, etc.
You've actually gone
as your job, you know, like something like that. Like, you don't really get that help towards it.
To be honest, I didn't know much about it as well until I've educated myself like in the past year, and it's basically now I know how it is and how it is with everyone, and I still probably don't know a lot, but the ones I do know is mainly like the autisms and the dyslexics and the ADHDs, and it's just mainly basically I know I've tailored the system basically to work with them, basically, in terms of that's for the AI education one. But yeah, it just shows there's now with AI it depends how you use it. So there is a safeguarding course which is now free on test for this week. It's going to be deadline will be for 13th. So it's tests for safeguarding online with artificial intelligence as well. So that would be also a good course. I do have also a link for that as well. If you do want it, just give me your email address. I'll get you signed up. And yeah, basically, so yeah, it's about creating opportunity, giving the players a chance. I mean, like even the way I keep talking about Malad because I grew up there, but I did see a lot of players there, and it's also like even in Leicester there was like some players that were like within the Asian community. There's not many common Asian community players coming up, but
street ball tends to be your best football. Like it's where you learn your skills. It's where you learn your compact play.
So yeah, so
your footwear.
Literally, so Chicharito as well. He was a street footballer. He got seen.
If you look at football over the past 20 years, to declare, I mean, let's take the Brazil team for example. If you look at the Brazil team, take them 20 years ago. Do you know what I mean? You'd put the Brazil side out, and everybody would be terrified of them because they know that the footwork, the just shooting, the passing,
the street football,
the way that they play is just elegant and different. Now you come up against the Brazil team. You can
dive in.
Well, it's not that. I mean, it's not that. I mean, they aren't as technical as what they used to be. It's too tactical. You've got to play to this.
They haven't got that flair, basically.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? That's something.
That's going to be mad. Do you know what? With everyone going all tactical, I think England actually do have a chance now to win it because.
Well, that's something you don't see in football. I mean, I know we've said about Michael Owen earlier, and obviously, like. One of the things he has said, which I do agree with, was about the fact, like you don't see any natural, talented footballers. You see athletes, you don't see footballers. Do you know what I mean? As a Man U fan, let's take Cantona into this conversation. It might not have
you mentioned that name.
it might not have bagged all the goals like you'd expect a forward to be bagging 2-3 goals a game or whatever, like Haaland. You know what I mean? But the way he played was elegant. It was extravagant. It was a presence on the field. He had flair. He brought the team together.
He was a leader.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like you don't really see none of that anymore.
Even like Wayne Rooney, for example, like he was like I can't fault how great Wayne Rooney was because like he was so underrated. Like to a lot, I don't know who would underrate him, but in his peak time, 2007, 2008, for example, him, Tevez, Ronaldo, but without Rooney.
That team wouldn't have completed what they did.
But he was an engine. Like he was a beast, and he basically.
He did all the running work for everybody.
And he was not an academy player. Like he basically was a street footballer, and
that's what I'm saying. Like you don't get there ain't that opportunity for kids no more. It's
gone to tactical bias and.
It's hard. I mean, for kids as well. Obviously, like I say, it's development. So you want to get them developing and having fun and stuff, and then it gets to a certain point, and then it becomes competitive, where results are posted online on the FA, etc. Do you know?
I'll tell you what though, sorry for interrupting, I saw something great on YouTube actually the other day. It was in London on YouTube. They're basically showing like the youth teams tournament playing against each other. So these guys have this channel, but they were interviewing one of the kids, and this kid was probably like 11, 12 years old, and he's like, oh, what do you think this north is coming to south and stuff like that, showing by areas, and the 11-year-old kid basically responded saying, doesn't matter where you're from, north, west or south, we're all footballers, we're all here for the same thing and we all want to just play. And I was like, that guy, that little kid basically kept me going as well, because I was on the verge saying like maybe I should just get a job, but no, that just actually reminded me why I'm doing this. And if you ever see this, and I think you know who you are. I can't remember his name. It was for London. I think it's north-south teams that were playing against each other, and that interview he did was basically like showing that it's not about where you're from, what area code, where you're from. If you are in football and you are basically in the same struggle, same journey,
you're there to compete.
You compete.
You're there to help each other. That's what being a good sportsman is, isn't it? At the end of the day,
that's
a lot of that don't get taught nowadays. You know, being a good sportsman, and I don't just mean from grassroots level. But you look at the Premier League and a good sportsman, right? You look at it, say 20, 30 years ago. Let's take a referee for example. They blow the whistle. 20, 30 years ago, it'd be like, all right, ref.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Is that free? All right, ref, no worries.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you've got all 10 players running around the referee, and that's what kids see on. Do you know what I mean? And that's what they expect it to be like in Sunday League, and it's not. You know, it's completely different.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, it is. It's crazy. Like I say, and how accessible football is for kids and that nowadays. It's 20, 30 years ago. The FA Cup was on TV, just normal TV all the time. You know, you had Saturday League games, you had the Football Focus with all the scores and stuff like that. You know, you had, like say, you had Saturday games what you could actually watch as well.
I actually watched that Football Focus. Do
you know what I mean? Like, you don't get none of that now. You don't get kids following what's going on. It's all on the phones. They're just looking on the phones. You don't get the commentary. You don't get the feel for it.
No,
do you know what I mean? You don't get that feel for it like I used to as a kid. You used to love waking up on a Saturday morning, get to football training, come back, Soccer AM's still on, do you know?
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Like, Soccer AM's still on, then the kick-off's at 3 o'clock, watching Football Focus with my granddad and what have you, do you know, going to the City games, and like, they don't get that hardly nowadays, and like, that is a big thing for the opportunity.
I remember, that is a big thing, and do you know what? I think do you know what? Vincent Kompany is actually doing something good. Actually, recently I've seen with his kind thing. But they've also he's gone over to I think Saudi Pro League as well. With his they've gone over, but he's done it within the regions. But I've not actually looked into it, so I can't actually go into deal. But something sparked when he's. I feel like he's also on a similar journey in terms of. But I don't know if he's on that similar journey with Grassroots, but I know he's on a journey trying to get more players the opportunity and stuff like that. But I think Vincent Kompany might have a talk, just don't knock me, mate. But because I used to say bad things about you, mate.
Water under the bridge.
Water under the bridge, mate, because we all, at the end of that 11-year-old kid taught me something as well. We are all here for the same thing. We're all here to protect the future generations, give the future generations a better chance, better opportunity than what we had. And it's literally basic that. So we got youth development analytics as well to do. You got some safeguard and compliance tools as well. You got quantum powered scouting. So step one, you're setting up your profile. So you begin by creating your secure profile, and then use data integration as well. So you integrate your club and your academy data with our AI-driven platform to unlock real-time analytics and comprehensive player assessments. Then step 3 would be talent identification. So leverage advanced AI insights to identify promising talent, ethically fostering development while maintaining transparency and safeguarding standards. So that means wherever you input will have to be the correct data, because AI will actually analyze it. Because if you put a wrong data, for example, saying he scored 2 goals and you won 1-0, for example, or and if it's tracked as a yellow card, red cards, and it's just the overall performance of the player. So that performance, basically, the stats of that player basically builds his career stats basically. And it's basically not like how we see on FIFA or on games and stuff like that, because that's actually just generated, whereas in this is actually real life, real people, actually human informative, the coaches themselves actually giving in the real data, and basically giving that their players or their child or even like the players, the kid themselves can update their stats, for example, via the coach saying I've done this much, or check the stats, verify it. It basically gives you all that, and then they build up their career. So like say for example they start off from, what age group are you doing?
Our club, we've got between the ages of under 9s to under 15s.
So that would basically be a crucial time, for example, before they get into like that age where it's like 16, 17, 18, where you can get signed, and then 18, 19 is like probably the time.
You know what's crazy as well now? They don't start playing on an 11-a-side pitch until they're in under 14s.
Really?
Or under 15s. Can't remember which one it is.
I think I played on an 11-a-side pitch when I was 5.
I was 11. It was under 12s when we went to 11-a-side.
What?
That's how much it's changed.
We were always the 11-a-side. I think even for primary school.
We were 7-a-side when we was young, and then it goes to 9-a-side, and then it went to 11. But now it's like.
Oh well, we played Malawi. It was 15 vs 15.
So now you have like your under-7s, which should be like like a grassroots academy.
Yeah.
Like a grassroots academy in like a Premier Academy. Do you know, on a Saturday league?
Okay, what's the difference though? Actually, with the Premier Academy.
So basically, it's just called an academy for grassroots. All it means is it's kids between the ages of 3 to 6.
Okay.
Just get a lot of kids down.
Right.
Depending on how many coaches you've got, you can have so many kids. You know?
Okay.
So obviously you've got to have a safeguarding ratio.
Yes.
So many kids to one coach. But depending on how many coaches you've got, you just get the kids down, get them to run about with the ball, have a laugh, pass it around, get them teaching the basics.
See who's got the feet. Yeah.
Get them doing little penalties against each other, just so they can have a bit of fun. Do you know what I mean? And just get them into the game.
Yeah.
Gets to under-7s, they'd play for 3-a-side.
I think
no goalkeepers on that one.
I think the main thing when you start tracking stats will be probably like from the
competitive age.
From
from
11 onwards, I'd assume 11 to 14.
Because even at that age, like under 12s is where it becomes competitive.
Yeah.
But even at that age, it's
because
it is about winning, but it is about developing.
It is developing, yeah.
When you hit the under 12s, well, it's from my experience as a coach, you hit that age and you've got to really work out the fine line between how much do you push them to be winners and how much do you do you develop them? Do you know what I mean? How much is it just focused on the development as well?
Wow.
Because at the end of the day, no matter what age kids are kids and they want to win.
That's true.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and if they are, I mean, if you've got a team what's say losing every week, do you know what I mean? It's demoralising for them. Do you know? Obviously, you've got to think about the development, but it is demoralising if they are developing and then they're still losing every week.
Yeah.
So there has got to be an element focused on the winning side, even though they are kids. Do you know what I mean? But it's very hard to determine that line.
Yeah.
To say what
you don't want to basically push them too much when it's like you've been too hard on them as well. But at the end of the day, I think. Like I feel like I grew up with, we probably grew up the same area, tough love basically.
And that was mine.
Yeah, and but I feel like it makes, but it's also there. You gotta be careful. But I want to say this, but I also want to bring up women's football because this is not just for men's football as well. This is also for women's football as well. And the Lionesses, for example, they're always bringing it home. But I've literally started watching them.
Just right, exactly what I was talking about, and the decline of like boys football compared to the rise in women's football. Obviously, don't get me wrong. I mean, obviously, like Ian Wright, etc. They've all advocated and brought it up.
Ian Wright, hey,
but he's been
we're on the same page again.
He has been one of the advocates for women's football, hasn't he? Do you know what I mean? Like, he's been a very big advocate for women's football. Do you know? So like, but I'm just saying, like, from that rise. Like, obviously with all this advocation they've had from people like Ian Wright, it's not just obviously there is a whole
there's a whole group
there's a whole group of people who are advocating it, but like people like that which have had the influence and brought the women's game up. Also, girls play it on a Saturday, so for them, unless they're playing mixed and they play the Sunday league, there's a lot more opportunity for them because it's all less enclosed, referees are available, things like that. You find on the Sunday league, I mean, I think I was told there's like 180 matches what get played on a Sunday in and around Hull, and there's only about 70 referees.
Oh wow!
Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what? I talk about referees. My cousin's son, he was Zachary. He basically was trying to be a player for I think Chelsea or Arsenal academy, but he's gone into refereeing now, and he's only 15, 16, 17,
you can do it from 14.
So he's actually done refereeing training, and he's actually going to be pro refer. I'll be like, mate, just don't give him red cards in Man United.
£20 an hour, I'm thinking of doing it.
£20 an hour, why not, mate? Why not? It's part of the game, it's still part of sports, and I think, to be honest, I think Man United women's team is actually smashing it. And I might actually go watch them. To be fair, I think by accident I put them on. Well, I saw on Sky Sports News Man United versus Aston Villa the other day. I think it was like 3 months ago, and it ended up being the women's football team. And I was like, right, what's going on here? It's like it was international week, and I was like, right, I haven't watched this. It was, mate, the way they played. I was like, right, this is when I started creating Force Guy. I go, right, maybe there'll be a time where we play all together, basically.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But no, I know what you mean. Like, obviously, it's becoming a bigger thing.
Yeah, it's growing, definitely.
It's good to see. I mean, like, it's just good to see like young girls like taking it up, and you know, rather than it being segregated as like a male and a female type of thing.
Yeah, I think that's happening with everything though. Even like with computing, I'm an advocate for women getting into computing and IT, and basically because they're also like, there's hardly any women in computing. It's like 10 to 20%, I think it was. But now it's about growing it as well, because yeah, it's just about being inclusive now. It's all about being inclusive, and yeah, there's nothing wrong with it, because I've got a daughter, so that's why I'm all about it, and I raise my niece. So yeah, but yeah, man. So yeah, thanks for coming in here, Damo. It's been a pleasure, and
been a pleasure.
Thank you for listening, everyone. And
do you reckon Michael Carrick should keep the job if he?
Mate, Michael Carrick should never leave United, mate. Mate, Michael Carrick should never leave United, mate.
Personal opinion, if he got United,
if he keeps,
if he got United in, let's say Champions League top 4. If he gets them into Champions League, keeps them in Champions League, and gets them in there next year, does he deserve a crack at a full year?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Like, why would you not give him a full crack? Basically?
After he's earned it.
Yeah, he's earned it.
Because at the end of the day, he's coming in January, and if he gets them in Champions League, he's earned it. He's half a season.
We're fourth right now, I think. Yeah. Yeah. So definitely.
I'd say they've earned it.
I think we've not even come to February, so we've still got that bottle month for Arsenal. So yeah, so you never know. Basically.
I mean, they're only 12. We'll be about 14 points behind now.
14, I think, 9,
from top of it. They were 12 points behind before the games, weren't they, on?
Oh, because of the draw.
Night and the night before, whatever.
Yeah, but yeah, on the end note, they're just going to say thank you all for listening, and it's been a pleasure, and hopefully you see more on this. So I'm looking to grow. Well, I'm not looking to grow, but I'm looking to just basically get the word out there, get what I'm doing out there now, and just spread the safeguard solution, and basically this organisation thing where I'm trying as well.
Now back to part 2 of what this can do to our grassroots.
Wait, hold on, it's done now. Maybe part 2, yeah. So definitely, man. But mate,